Yeah, and this is the time to appreciate our tefillot in the synagogue, having minyanim in the synagogue, and everyone here today making the minyan is very important. And we're not just saying that fluffy, it's nice, it's cute. We need to have minyanim every single morning and every single evening at Izla B'Tzaot, at least 10 people that are here for the whole duration of the tefillah. And if you live in 98118, you need to come to the synagogue. And if you don't live in 98118, then you come a little bit less frequent, but you still need to come here, not only on Shabbat and Yom Kippur. This is a synagogue that we pray and learn Torah. And I also need a minyan, and you need a minyan, and people need to say Kaddish. Last night we had a person that didn't tell us that he's coming before, and he just showed up that he needed to say Kaddish for his father that passed away when he himself was 14 years old. So very special Kaddish. And we were missing 1, 2, 3, and then people came, they had to leave, and that happens, but it only awakens us to understand that how beautiful it is to have a minyan and how we need to be there for a minyan. So a lot of people are still at work, whatever it is, but if we just remind ourselves how important it is. Now the essence of prayer, says Rabbi Pinkus, is so powerful that we see it from the creation of the world. It doesn't say it in the words, right? But you see it from the creation of the world. How so? It says that human beings and plants and trees are the same. How are we the same? Many ways, but this is the hint. After God created everything on the 6 days of creation, on Aliyat Shani, he says, these are the offsprings and the creations of the world when God created them. And all the siach, all the plants of the field before they're in the ground, and all the plantation before they grew up. Why? Because God didn't bring rain and there's no people to work the land. So Rashi says, what do you mean? Didn't God create the trees on the 3rd day of creation? All the plants. And you're telling me in Aliyat Shani, the second Aliyah, way after that there's no trees? There were trees. He says God created the trees, but they didn't come out. All the reeds, all the plants, all the flowers, everything, it was under the ground, it was concealed. It didn't blossom. Why? Because there's no human being to work the land. What do you mean no human being work the land? He made the trees, not so you have to work the land. When God created the trees, it was before we had to work. Working is one of the curses that God gave Adam and Eve, right? So it wasn't because of working. Says Rashi, we understand it that the Adam HaRishon wasn't there to pray for rain, to pray for the grass and trees and vegetables to grow. And what does that really mean? We're connected to the trees in this way. God created trees, fruits, plants, but they were stuck underground. They didn't grow. Why? Because nobody was there to pray for them to grow. And only when Adam prayed, then it sprouted out, and wow, trees, beautiful fruits, very nice. There was the fruit of knowledge and the fruit of life, the tree of knowledge, tree of life. But aside for that, all the plantation, nothing. We're just like the trees, that we also have a lot of things that Hashem wants to give us. Blessing, health, sustenance, family success, happiness, productivity, whatever it is. But when does Hashem give it to us? Only when we pray. And sometimes we say the word Barech Aleinu in Amidah. Barech Aleinu. Barech Aleinu Hashem Elokeinu Chuz Lachem Aleinu. Give us a good year. Right? Mevarech Hashanim. What does that mean? It actually means give us rain, give us food, help us that we'll be healthy to eat, to drink, to swallow, that we don't need any machines, that we don't need dialysis, that we don't need all these things. And give us health, give us wisdom. And so when we say those prayers, that's when we unlock, and elevate the health, the sustenance, the parnasah, the job, the paycheck, the family systems that all work. That's when we get it, and that's how we're connected to that. So the power of tefillah, especially in a synagogue, the Gemara says that when you pray inside a synagogue, your prayers are elevated to a level that you can't even imagine. If you compare it to praying in the field or in the office or in the house, whatever it is, because that's where the prayers go. Amen.